Doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll go to Barkley again. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play, Young to Moss. And even 60 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the red zone now, Young. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Randy Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Young to throw it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Protein spill. You got tape. You got tape. Yep.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And the pressure gets to him again. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Kill. Where's 52? Ready?
Looking to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coats. Oh, no.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line. Break the mic. 43's the mic. We own them. We own them. They go.
First down, Young. And he will find T.O. That's complete. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Watch, hey, wahoo! I want that. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Third down, Young from the gun. Steps away to his left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So on fourth down, they snap it to Young. This one caught by Terrell Owens. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. An All-Pro in 8 of his 9 NFL seasons. It's Jim Brown with it. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
25 yards that time. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Young will lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a carry for Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Bravo. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 5.
From the gun, Steve Young. That one complete to Okoye. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. Kill. Check 3, check 3. Hard. Ready?
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the edge. Check the backer. Look at me. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Look at me. Zipper. Five.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. On 1st down, it's Brown. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
You draw forfeit. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 45.
Young working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. It'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Young now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now here's Young. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They set up the screen to Jim Brown. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jim Brown, 27 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Get it.
Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know,
now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Right back to Brown. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
We got 4. We got 4.
Young on 3rd down. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run now with Brown. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 36, Young being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run on 1st down. Brown, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young dancing to his left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be caught by Rice. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready up.
Here's the mic. 43's the mic.
Hey, echo.
43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 40.
Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Aaron Donald with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
To try again after the sack. Young under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Say. Look, squeeze. Go.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Now it's Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That's it, baby.
At the 27-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. 53, Mike, 53. You're ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. It's caught. Beckham. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Leo. Get ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Barkley, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Now Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Young. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
43 in the mic. I got him.
Now Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Young. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready? Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
On first down, Brown. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This a long one from 54. It looks good, and it is good. From 54 yards away, he bangs it through. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage.
Tries for Rice, intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Break. 26, Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Steve Young. Man open, Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Young looks to throw on first down. And he will find T.O. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They go play action here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, it's Brown. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
26 Mike.
On third down, Young. And he's got a man. It's T.O. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
From the red zone now, Young. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
45, Mike, 45.
Young working out of the gun. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Touchdown, Bengals. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready, break. 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Watch the out, watch the out. 49, check 49. Rock it. Hit it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Come on, baby, let's go.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. You don't want that. Come here, pick up the ball. Check 3. Check. Roll out. Defense.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey. Snap.
They'll look to throw here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The toss out to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Aaron Donald drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On the ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Joker, 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 Joker.
From the 44, Young. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron McDonald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Young. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Young now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Final play of the half, Young. That'll be caught by Rice. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. And 53. Go. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Tighten up. Go, jackrabbit. Come on, back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brown. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check 52.
On 3rd-and-1, here's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
26 months. Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Here we go.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a... Now, Young loses the football. It's stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
53's Mike. Check 53.
2nd and 11. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike. Here we go.
He'll look to throw.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
It'll be Young again. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on second down. Young. That's going to be caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That one looks like he'll throw here.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 23 yards, the final tally. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Merton Hanks. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Here I come. 26, go.
Here's Young. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
First and 10.
218, chop.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this one complete to T.O. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Young to throw. That pass complete to Jim Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
70, Indy. Let's make these babies cry. Switch. Snap.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Holt. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were